So we'll switch gears now for our extended coverage of the August protests, day 2 now in Nigeria. We promised and we're here till 10 o'clock at least this morning, except things change again. I will receive back Azosumili to the studio as we continue from where we left off. Newspaper review. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Captain. Day 2 of the hunger protest, the nationwide hunger protest. And it's a slow burn, you know when you watch a movie and they warn you ahead that it's a slow burn. The action doesn't start until much later, so you have to be able to take in the first part of the movie as it starts slowly. I think that's what we saw yesterday, and that's what we're likely to see today. The reports from across the country this morning is one of still very quiet, especially on the usual fronts, the western front on this part of town, Lagos and the southwest, and the eastern front, eastern Nigeria, where those protests yesterday did not take place. But the northern part of the country, it was a lot for the security agencies, especially law enforcement agencies, to deal with. And we have now seen what is a trend that about 4 to 5 states have now declared 24-hour curfew on the states to try to stem this protest, because they were escalating into large-scale violence, looting of shops, and the free for all that the police could not control. The latest is Governor Umar Ramadi, the governor of Jigawa State, has also imposed now a 24-hour curfew on Jigawa State. We'll come and play his song much later, where he talks about why he's doing this. But across the north, it's been quiet. Abuja this morning has been quiet. The national stadium, MK Abiola Stadium in Abuja, which was the confined venue for the protest yesterday, is a ghost town this morning. As at 9 o'clock, it's a ghost town. Nobody has come there. I think yesterday the situation in Abuja was very overwhelming. I did not think that the Minister of the FCT, 𝐜𝐭𝐴𝐍𝐬𝐭 expected that level of crowd to surge in, and they defied his instruction for them to confine to the MK Abiola Stadium. They went to the Eagle Square, even though they couldn't get entrance. They were on the streets. At some point, we now saw counter protests where buses were arriving, bringing people to come and say that we are pro-hunger protesters. We saw all of this in Abuja yesterday. And yesterday ended with the minister, FCT Minister 𝐜𝐭𝐴𝐍𝐬𝐭, visiting the president in Aso Rock. He went in for a private meeting. Of course, he didn't speak with reporters when he came out, but I'm sure that he was given a report, a briefing of what happened in Abuja yesterday. In Kano, a Governor Abba Yusuf, who had openly said that there's no problem with protest and the people of Kano can protest, he declared a curfew as well, because it got a hand in Kano. First was the ICT hub, a multi-billion facility that was almost due for commissioning. It was stripped bare, and then the protesters also made for the government house in Kano, and that was going to be something else. That was going to really blow out of order before the police were called. They quelled it at the gate of the government house, and the governor announced a 24-hour curfew. He said it was thugs. He said thugs took over the protest in Kano. In Yobe, they were on the streets as well. They burnt down a motor park with buses in Abuja. The Anya police station was razed. I mean, it wasn't very good news from the north. In Katsina, Dusima local government saw the most violence in Katsina yesterday. A 24-hour curfew is in place in that place. In Kaduna, sporadic, here and there. Most places in the north were also spontaneous this protest. So smart. Day 2 of the protest is a slow burn yet, but I'm sure the authorities, their attentions are fixated on what could go wrong again.